Welcome to Geeks Corner. I'm Mr. Daps.
I'm Katie.
And tonight we are joined by our good friend and resident Marvel expert extraordinaire, Nathan.
Good friend.
Hi, everybody.
Welcome, Nathan.
Hey.
No pressure on that intro, huh?
Good friend, good Marvel expert.
I always think that, like, when you give a nice intro and you're like, oh, I just raised the bar really high for them, and now they have to live up to that.
I'll do my best.
You will have no problem. I have no worries about that. Before we get into anything, though, if you have any Disney trips planned, make sure to do so through Mouseways Travel, because they're our travel partners. And when they give you their services for free, they focus on the details so you can focus on the magic. And you're also supporting Daps Magic and Geeks Corner, which is also great, because then someday Nathan will come and he will get his own microphone.
Ooh.
That's
I realize that, like, because we have two right now because we need to get a new board.
Mm-hmm.
We only have two input.
Oh, okay.
So we have three microphones. We just don't have three inputs. So
Gotcha.
Someday we will have a new board and everybody will get their own microphones and it'll be fantastic. But we're not talking about someday.
No.
We're talking about things that have happened in the last week. And one of the things that happened this last week, before we get into actual topics, is we saw John Williams in concert.
We did.
Katie had never seen John Williams live before, and this was your first chance. Yeah, you should go with us next year. That'll be great. But what did you think of seeing the Maestro?
It was amazing. I had so much fun. Obviously, the second that Star Wars started, it was all over for me. I think that it was actually the Adventures of Han Solo theme from Solo is what did me in, which is humorous, I suppose.
Why is it humorous?
Because Solo made me cry.
Oh, okay.
But I will say...
What do you think of that theme?
Which theme?
The Solo theme? The Han Solo theme from Solo Star Wars stories.
Oh.
I don't think
we should have played it ahead of time. Okay.
Yeah, I don't remember it, to be honest.
It's okay. I'll play it for you. You can tell me later.
Okay.
But getting
I'd play
to
it now,
see-
but we get hit for copyright.
True. Outside of Star Wars, getting to see E.T. And also the Raiders March were two just like mind-blowing moments. So yeah, I was super stoked. It was the fastest 2 hours of my life because it seriously felt like it went by really fast. 2.5 hours. But literally it felt like I blinked and it was over.
Yeah, it's a super cool concert. And if you get the chance, see it, because it's weird to think of if you think of the global population, there's a very small group of people that have seen the guy who wrote Star Wars conduct Star Wars.
It's true. And
Indiana Jones. And every year he does something slightly different, which is a lot of fun too. But so your favorite song of the night was?
That's difficult. I don't like probably Throne Room and Finale.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Yoda's theme.
Ooh, that's
like
good.
That was very pretty, and I like how they did the lights and stuff for the Hollywood Bowl as well.
You asked me if I've seen Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yes, she has seen Raiders of the Lost Ark. She has not seen
the third one
or the fourth.
Oh, wait, there's no fourth one.
Yeah, you can skip the fourth
Yeah.
one.
I feel like
you should see the third.
Like she needs to see 4 before 5 comes out,
well,
though, just in
yeah.
case.
I haven't.
It does move things forward a little bit.
I haven't seen ET though.
I rewatched it earlier this summer, and it's not terrible.
It's not. In fact, I would put it on par with number 2.
Oh.
Like, I don't know that they're that different in me, because number 2, I don't like all the tonal decisions, and number 4, I don't like the digital decisions.
Okay.
Like, those are, to me, are the 2 biggest sins. I know there's other sins people complain about, but
yeah, I just got lost in the Steven Spielberg going, well, it's one of my movies, so there's got to be aliens now.
Yeah, I was actually okay with that.
I was like, okay.
John Williams did lightly roast Steven Spielberg.
That was pretty funny.
He was doing actually really the funny. Child's theme from the BFG, and he goes, "My friend Steven Spielberg did this movie, The BFG, which not a lot of you saw."
I did. It was a cute movie.
I didn't see it.
I had to review it.
He was correct with that one.
They sent me a Blu-ray. I had to review it. It's probably somewhere up on the site still. I don't know.
It's probably over there somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know how gracious I was to it or not, but probably
Steven
more gracious
Spielberg.
than John Williams. I don't know.
True.
Anyway, it was a very cool concert, and it's amazing getting to see him do those themes, and it's cool to see they have the first half done by David Newman, who's Alfred Newman's son.
Oh, okay.
and it's kind of cool to see that musical family, because he's obviously related to Thomas Newman, Randy Newman, all of them are
All the Newmans.
I don't know why for years I didn't realize it's all one family.
Oh yeah,
Lionel, like all of them.
like half of the Pixar movies are scored by someone in their family.
Yeah, it's, I don't know.
It was also
It's
just fun
literally all
because
of the
he was just very excited about being there,
Passionate,
and about all the movies. Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah. Speaking of all of the movies, can we move on now? Okay, I didn't know if I was cutting you off. Okay. Speaking of all of the movies, we have a new Marvel movie this week, and we have all seen it. I believe Nathan's seen it more than once.
I have.
Good, because you're our resident expert. So Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Did I get it right?
You said it right.
Okay,
I'm so proud
thank
of you.
Is now in theaters, and I'm just going to start off by saying, if you have the chance, see it in theaters.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because this is a movie. I might get in trouble for this, but I feel like Black Widow, I was okay watching it on my big screen at home.
Yeah.
Whereas this one, I would not be okay watching it on the big screen at home, because there's so many special effects that really were made for the big screen and really need to be on the big screen.
Mm-hmm.
But let's start off big picture with Shang-Chi. What did you think of it overall? Katie and then Nathan, ladies first.
I think it's the best Marvel introduction movie in the MCU. For
That's
a
a
character.
good point. Over Iron Man?
That's hard.
I know. I kind of led you into that, and then
Yeah, you
I was
kinda
like,
did.
"Oh, I see an opening there."
I don't know. I think I might have enjoyed it more than I enjoyed Iron Man. I also didn't watch Iron Man until like a year ago, so my opinion is skewed.
That's fair. That's fair.
I thought the whole movie was visually stunning. I enjoyed all of the character arcs. Yeah.
So 2 thumbs up for you.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
What do you
2
think,
thumbs
big
up.
picture?
I would definitely say it is the best of all the
Introduction.
introduction movies. One of the best of all, like just the solo
Yes.
hero movies
Mhm.
as well. Definitely better than the first Iron Man. I mean, that's a great movie, but you can only hear so much of Jeff Bridges going Tony before it's just like, okay, we get it. I mean, just from the villain perspective of this movie, I thought the villain in Shang-Chi was significantly better than the bigger evil Iron Man suit.
I do feel like they're getting better at creating villains that you can understand, as
Mhm.
opposed to just the villain that's the big bad.
Yeah.
Which isn't bad. Like, that's fun too. That's very comic book.
Yeah. Now, some of the supporting villains in Shang-Chi
Yes.
do kind of pull it down a little bit, I think. Just if you were to like rank the villain, I think that.
Did you ever have a moment during the film with some of the supporting villains where you're like, they could be in James Bond? Like, I literally, one in particular, I was like, this guy feels like he should be in James Bond, not in this movie. Like,
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with him in this movie, but it totally seems like he should be in James Bond.
Yeah, I could see that.
So you think it's it's the best standalone movie. What did you guys think of the storyline for the title character?
I thought it was great. I mean, Katie, you go. I got to think about what I want to say.
I can go first. That's fine. I was trying to be polite and let you go first, but I can let you think. I thought it was wonderful. It went in a direction that I didn't exactly expect. And I think the biggest thing for me was that I actually cared about the character.
Yeah.
Because sometimes Marvel characters can be very like lofty and not relatable to an extent. And I think that Shang-Chi was he was a sympathetic character, and also was powerful enough and cool enough that you were really rooting for him. So I think it was that good balance. I also like when I know that the powers are a little like the abilities are a little bit otherworldly, but I do like when it's a relatable, like a non-given power, if that makes sense. Like Black Widow is a trained spy. I think that Marvel heroes like that are very interesting to me, where their power does not come from something, it comes from training or what have you. So I really liked Shang-Chi. That was great.
Yeah, I think that his arc is interesting too, and I didn't know what to expect with him going in. Like, I didn't know if we were going to get he's a kid and then all of a sudden he's older, and like he has to learn all this stuff or figure it out.
Well,
But
did you like too that at the beginning, it was to me it was almost off, like putting you off balance because it felt so far away from anything you'd expect.
Yeah.
For this movie, like I thought the first was it 15-20 minutes or whatever that was when they were setting up who he was. I was like, this is not what I thought it was going to be at all, and I love it. But
that was some of the prettiest parts of the movie as well. Everything that was subtitled, I thought that was so visually stunning. Everything about, obviously we're not going to spoil anything, but
well, and also San Francisco, that whole section
also
was
that
the
as
part
well.
that really threw me off.
That's
But
fair.
yes, keep going. Sorry.
I don't remember what I was saying.
Oh,
but,
sorry.
that's
I
okay.
got excited.
That's okay. No, it's a good movie. It's good to get
Yes.
excited. Yeah, I think that just like getting to see once it kind of goes through it, and I like the way it paces the story as far as like you're continually getting more of his history throughout. It's not here it is all at the beginning.
Yeah, it's not a
and
frame.
then you get it just is all current. There were a lot of like flashbacks and stuff throughout that continue to flesh out little bits and pieces of both him, both the villains and the other characters around him that I thought was just brilliantly done.
Don't you think it's interesting too that I'm going to say most of the first 3 phases of Marvel have been about what technology can do and how we can enhance a superhero with technology, whether it's through power, through a serum, through a lot of it's technology based. And now in this one, it feels like more than some of the other ones, there's a hard pivot to this isn't just technology. This is this whole other thing that you don't understand yet, but we're slowly peeling back the onion or pulling the curtain away for you to understand. And they started that, I feel like, with Doctor Strange. But this is the one that really was the first time where I was like, oh, they're making a complete pivot from, I mean, Loki also kind of did that, where it's like, oh, it's not our really cool gadgets and our really cool spaceships or whatever. And I don't know, it just popped into my head as we were sitting here.
As far as one other thing about just like technology in terms of like what they used in the movie, there's a moment where there are some characters on screen that were completely computer animated. I won't say any more than that, but it was some of the most beautiful animation I have ever seen.
Yeah.
And especially when you have moments as recent as Bruce Banner in the Hulkbuster suit in Infinity War, or the final fight in Black Panther between T'Challa and Killmonger, and where those are very clearly computer animated, and it's really obvious, but there are these major moments. And this, sure, there were moments where it's like, okay, they're clearly on a green screen here.
Yes.
But there were some things that were just some of the most beautiful animation
totally
I've
agree.
seen in any movie.
Well, and it was interesting too, because if it's where I think you're talking about, that was the moment too where I was like, this needs to be in a theme park. Like I literally was like, Animal Kingdom, I don't know, but it opened my eyes, and I was like, if Joe Rohde were still around, this is totally like a Joe Rohde project that you could see just becoming amazing, I think. What did you think of the music?
I thought the music was really fun. I love that you get a balance of, or a mix of kind of more modern stuff that reflects him being in San Francisco and like spending however much time there. And so there's a lot of like kind of hip hop, rap inspired stuff and more modern stuff versus you have your more traditional, you're in China, lots of, and you hear like the different instruments and things that are more traditional Chinese instruments in the woven throughout the score. And I thought it was
and they
really
were all
fun.
connected too,
Yeah.
which I thought was really brilliant. I've listened to it once or twice since then, and I was just like, they really did a nice job of taking different eras of music and still having them be connected.
Yeah.
Which I think it's one of the prettier, more recent Marvel soundtracks that they put out. Katie, what was your very favorite thing about this movie?
I don't know what my very favorite thing about this movie is. I I think that I really loved the characters a lot more than I thought I was going to.
Okay.
I think there's a lot to love in terms of character building and the character depth and the arcs that are there. And I'm very interested to actually see where this is going to go in the future of Marvel without saying too much.
That is the huge question. For me, 'cause I was just like, wonder what that meant. Like a couple places where I was like, I feel like I might have missed something there that might have been important, and I'm gonna realize it in 2 or 3 years. I don't know. Like, what was your favorite part or thing about it?
I think just probably all the action and well, specifically the fight choreography throughout all the martial arts. There was so much of it, but it was all just super fast paced, super intense, and a lot of it was done by the actual actors playing the roles,
which is awesome.
And you can tell that in the way that the film shot,
because they don't have to hide things.
They don't have to hide things. They're not cutting away in fights. It's more long, drawn out shots of these characters, and I thought that was just stunning to watch. The speed that they move at and some of these things was just incredible.
Right.
That, and there's one flashback scene where the dad has a really cool suit on. When he's got the suit, he's wearing the rings, and it's that was cool. Yeah, that was cool.
One other thing that I was surprised that I thought was cool, just because I'm not always a huge fan, is I found myself completely charmed by Awkwafina. Like, I don't always appreciate her humor and her, like, I don't have any huge issues. It just doesn't connect. And within moments of the movie starting, or of her entrance in the movie, I guess, I was like, I kind of like this character. And as it kept going on, I really found myself looking forward to what comes next. Like, I was like, I'm totally engaged in this character. I like where they're building and where they're going. And I
really like the arc that they gave her too, as like a side kind of supporting character, but still like a lot of importance.
There was purpose for it. And she really wasn't just the sidekick that was following along. Like, she had importance, and I thought that was a really smart move. And she actually ended up being one of my favorite characters in the movie, just because I was really impressed with how the character developed, how she portrayed the character, and the balance that, like, I thought her character added balance in a really positive way that wasn't over the top where sometimes she is. And I was really impressed by her. Pitch for why somebody should go see this in the theaters.
Pitch.
Yeah, why should somebody see it in the theaters?
Okay. My pitch is mainly going to be on the impact that I have watched Shang-Chi have on my friends who are Asian. The representation that this movie has. It's a mostly Asian cast. It's been really impactful just to see the way that these fans of the Marvel Cinematic Universe have felt to see themselves represented on the big screen, and to see so much representation in one film is really fantastic. And so please just go support this movie, have it do well in the box office, which is doing really, really well for Labor Day weekend, which is great, but have it continue to do well before it goes on to Disney Plus in 40 days at
something like that. Yes.
Anywho, go see it, support it. The cast deserves it. You're going to enjoy all of your time, but
Nathan.
I mean, I agree with everything Katie just said as far as like the impact that it'll have. And it took a while, but Marvel's really branched out to feature lots of different people and different cultures and stuff like that. And it's really creating a more interesting universe too. It's not just all the same. And then if you like Marvel action, big budget blockbusters, then this is another one you don't want to miss.
That, and if you want them to keep being released in theaters.
If you want them to keep being released in theaters.
Not to be crass, but beyond even just these reasons, which are 100% valid and very important. I think we're at this pivotal time where we could see a much different look at what the theatrical experience is. And so supporting these in the theaters, or at least buying the ticket, not showing up, if you're not comfortable, makes a difference.
Shang-Chi has already, this is the second movie that Disney's done just in theaters. First one being Free Guy, which was also a lot of fun. But both of those have done better than expected in theaters. And a lot of other companies were kind of being hesitant on things. The most notable one was Venom
that they
had been pushed back a week, but then now because Shang-Chi did so well, they're like, oh, actually, we're just going to move it up a week from what it was originally going to be. So, I mean, movies in theaters are still,
and it makes a difference, and it helps the art form moving forward as well. The other cool thing that came out of this movie is they do have a moment / meet and greet. It looks like, because I've seen people get to meet Shang-Chi as well, at Avengers Campus with, is it the Death Dealer, or is it just Death Dealer?
I think Death Dealer is the name,
the nickname. Or
Death Dealer's the character name.
They're both there. It's super cool. We saw one of the first, if not the first, appearance of them doing their little duel thing. What did you think very quickly of this, Katie?
I wish there was more choreography. I want to see more fight choreography. This movie was very based off of fighting and martial arts and things like that.
So you want more?
Just wanted to see more of it. I wanted to see it to the level of the Black Widow and Black Panther show.
Or replace it. Like,
moment.
I wouldn't mind seeing those just swap out or whatever.
I'd love to see a fully fleshed out story there.
Have you gotten to see it, Nathan?
Not in person, but I've seen the videos of it, and I agree. For a character who is literally the master of martial arts, that's his subtitle in the comics and probably at some point in the MCU. There's very little actual fighting or any sort of stunt choreography. It's mostly just him kind of running away and hiding. No offense, but that's kind of what he does.
He's very cool. Please go see him.
He's very cool.
But it could be even cooler.
That, and I wish that he was in his costume, like his super suit.
I don't know that that's not going to happen.
The one that's been
I think it will. Yeah, it's been advertised.
Yeah.
I think that will probably happen eventually.
Yeah.
But right now he's not wearing that, and at a glance and from a distance it just kind of looks like some guy found his way up on top of the building.
It kind of reminds me of my Her Universe jacket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
see that?
It different colors, but it has that same look. All right. Well, definitely check out both of these things. You won't regret it. They are a lot of fun, and it makes me that much more excited for Eternals later this year. Like that's going to be soon. Was that November 5th?
Yeah.
I'm amazed I remembered that. All right. Halloween time has arrived at the Disneyland Resort, and with it, we've gotten a lot more entertainment this year. This is really fun because the Dapper Dans are back. The Cheshire Cat is here for the first time that I can remember, other than in the Halloween parade a couple years ago. But first time for meet and greet. Disneyland Band has new music. Halloween Screams is back. Plaza de Familia has a musical celebration of Coco in it again. Halloween is being celebrated in Cars Land. I'm trying to think what else. Haunted Mansion Holiday is back. Thank you, Katie. And
the pumpkin's up.
And the pumpkin is up.
The pumpkin is up.
And all the decorations on Carthay Circle where Oogie Boogie has taken over.
And
again,
Oogie Boogie.
And Oogie Boogie has been upgraded.
Yeah, Oogie Boogie at the entrance to Disney California Adventure looks amazing.
Totally does. The only thing that's missing, and I'm just going to throw it out there, Ghost Galaxy.
Oh, Ghost Galaxy.
Oh, they didn't do Ghost Galaxy this year.
I haven't missed it, but this year I kind of wanted it back. I don't know.
Even though you literally never go on space.
I usually go on it once a season. I have filmed it on multiple years, so I know I have.
All of the bats.
And all of the bats. Yes, but we're going to hit very quickly Haunted Mansion Holiday. They have a new gingerbread house like they do every year. This year is celebrating all 20 years of gingerbread houses.
Yeah.
What did you think of it, Katie? I don't know if you've seen it yet.
I have not. I will see it next Thursday.
Okay, perfect.
I thought it was fun. I was impressed by it, like, to say the least. I want to go on it again because I was filming as we did it. The content life. But yeah, I really want to see it with my eyes Not that I didn't see it with my eyes.
You were looking through your phone, if I recall, at that point.
I
though.
was looking through my phone.
Yes.
Wow.
But I got to smell it. So I did smell the gingerbread through my
Counts
mask,
for
which
something.
is great. I know some people were not able to smell it through their mask, but I did.
You know what I would have liked to have been able to do?
Eat gingerbread at the end of Haunted
Yes,
Mansion.
eat gingerbread at the end of Haunted Mansion, which I did not do.
One of these years, they'll bring it back.
Hopefully.
For more than
I don't know
a
if it
day.
actually existed, but, I don't know. It could have been an elaborate hoax.
I think that somebody pulled a prank on you.
I think so too. That's what I think it was. Yeah, but it's fun to have it back. Halloween Screams is a blast. Like that's just a
So
really
fun.
fun show to see, and that's fireworks on the weekends and then projections during the week. So you're getting a question, Nathan.
Oh, for you.
Did you get my Pokemon 25th anniversary Johto region first partner cards? No, I did not.
Just because you're wearing it.
Apparently,
It's 'cause
that's
I'm wearing
something you need.
The Pokemon.
The Pokemon 25th
25th.
anniversary shirt.
It was a good question. I was like,
I-
I
That's
a
feel
great
like
question.
I
that's
did not get those. No.
Well, internet. Yeah, and Bailey is mentioning that gingerbread is technically Christmas, so there could be hope, but I highly doubt there is.
Wow.
But speaking of our only hope, on Sunday night we might have made our way over to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge,
Which we normally do.
which we often do. Yes, this is very, very common. But this was because in the middle of the afternoon, Katie decided to push some buttons on her phone and sign herself up for building a lightsaber.
Yeah.
Before we get into that, though,
Yeah.
I feel like we need to show something.
Oh no. What are you going to show?
This.
What are you going to show them?
Enjoy.
I have a lightsaber.
So that was after
Wow.
Katie had visited Savi's workshop. Do you want to show off what you built?
That video was really funny.
Once in a while, I
I'd
have
like
a
to
moment.
Show it off.
That's why I really left the studio. It is pretty cool. Don't hit the wall.
It would be expensive.
A little bit. So, Katie, what did you think of building a lightsaber?
Or if I just kept this on the whole rest of the show, I'm not gonna do
They might not hear you. I don't know.
What did I think about building a lightsaber? Well, it's something I wanted to do since Galaxy's Edge opened. I just never had a reason to do it really. Like I always wanted like a push to really build a lightsaber, and I just didn't have it. So I was like, oh, I'll just do it later. And then our friend Bailey said, I have a reservation. You should also make a reservation, which then was really fun because we actually ended up in the same like corral, and we got to build our lightsabers literally right next to each other, which was very, very magical. I am peace and justice. That is what my hilt was. I'm not hitting anything, Mr. Daps. I was just showing off. But yeah, I thought it was amazing. I was really glad that I went into the experience completely blind. Like I had not watched any videos or anything. So just getting to experience it, not know what was coming. There's some pictures of me looking extremely shocked while I'm building a lightsaber because I had no idea what was going to happen.
Which we will have up on geekscorner.live very soon.
Very soon.
Along with a video.
I have a lightsaber.
Not that
really
video,
funny.
another video. But yes.
Another video. But yeah, overall I'm really glad I did it. I think it was a great way to spend my money. It did only go up $20 from the time it was originally introduced. Yes, Bailey, there was tears. I built a lightsaber, dude. Like that's nuts. So yeah.
Have you built a lightsaber, Nathan?
I have, yes.
Did you feel the same as Katie feels?
It was pretty great.
Yeah.
There were no tears.
So
That's fine.
But
tell people what you built, and then you can tell what you built also.
Okay.
A lightsaber?
No, talk about your lightsaber.
So when you build your lightsaber, you can choose from like 4 hilt styles of pieces. And then when you choose a category for each of these, you have 2 different choices. So even if you choose a category, it might not look the exact same as somebody else's. So I chose peace and justice. There's also an elemental one. There is power and Order, and there's the one that Bailey did, which I'm not remembering it at the moment, but it's the other like silver and gold one. Yeah, so this is mine.
Is it defense?
Maybe
I don't remember
defense
now.
and something.
So you built. Say it again.
Peace and justice.
And you built.
I also have a peace and justice one.
Oh, we have lots of peace and justice here. Protection and defense. That's what I thought I remembered. All right. Well, very cool. We are glad that we got to experience that, and they will get to live vicariously through the video. However, I will say, if you have any intention of doing this, don't watch the video.
Don't do it.
Because you want to be surprised, I think. Don't
100%.
you? All right. Finally, for tonight, we're going a minute or two over because
Geek Square Plus.
but we don't charge extra.
Not yet.
I have so many things I could say right now, and I'm not going to say a single one of them. All right. Anyway, Festival of the Holidays is returning, and we are so happy to report that means Phat Cat Swinger is also returning. Yay! We will have videos up. We're very excited about this. Also, if you're not doing anything else on a Wednesday night at 7 o'clock most nights, head on over to their YouTube channel and watch the Phat Cat Swinger show. You might even see a certain Mr. Daps appear once in a while.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Don't get crazy, though.
Sometimes more than others. Anyway, it's a lot of fun, but they put on, I think, one of the best Christmas shows anywhere, not just Disneyland. Like, you can't really find a better Christmas show. I think they do a really nice job of putting it together. So I'm super excited about their return. Do you have a favorite Christmas song from Phat Cat?
Ooh, that's difficult. I most likely do. I just can't think of one that quickly.
Run, Run, Rudolph.
Oh, that's
The Grinch.
Good. No.
Most Wonderful Time of the Year.
Yeah.
I like their version of The Grinch.
I do too.
That's really fun.
It's fun to see Marco do that one.
Yeah.
No, I do think Most Wonderful Time of the Year is a really great one, just because it's very fun and very festive-y.
Mm-hmm.
What is the one that they do with Tiki Room? Why am I forgetting that?
Sleigh Bells Ringing.
Is that it?
Sleigh Ride. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is. You're correct. That's also one of my favorites, just because I think it's a fun little twist.
I think I'm going to go with Most Wonderful Time of the Year because it's kind of got that big band, Tony Bennett feel to it. Do you have a favorite, Nathan?
Probably Grinch.
The Grinch. Oh, you did say the Grinch. Yes. It's already after our 30-minute mark, so brains just turn off then. Like, we're done.
We start a new show at 30-minute mark. We forget anything that happened before the 30-minute
over.
mark.
Reset. All right. We are running out of time for tonight, though. So, Katie, what should people do?
You should go to dapsmagic.com, check out all the Disney and geek news as it happens, and there you can find the button to pay for Geeks Corner Plus and make 30-minute plus shows a consistent thing. I'm kidding. Or am I?
You have to go to find out. Nathan. And Nathan, if people want to find more of your adventures, where should they go?
You can find me on Instagram at Nathan Hatton or my YouTube at Nathan Hatton Official.
Go to the YouTube. There's some really cool videos over there. And then also make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss any of the videos of Halloween that we have going up, along with Katie's Star Wars Savi workshop adventure. I don't know. I was trying to come up with a really good name for it and I just couldn't. But you won't want to miss any of that because we got a lot of fun stuff coming up and some live streams, I think, coming up too. I don't know. But you won't want to miss any of it. But that is all the time we have for you this week. So we will see you around the corner.